it's Friday. I'm gonna make something nice to eat, something light. Go home and enjoy that. Joe has to go to work tomorrow because he has a customer that's coming to go through some ink things. He's starting back up again from, we used to print for him, then he went to labels, now he's back to ink and he's doing a different type of bottle and he wants to see how the ink's gonna look at it and all that good stuff. Then the guy that we work for today is coming from Lancaster to pick up his items. So we'll do that sometimes. We'll accommodate a customer on a Saturday. There's a thing going on at the church. It's a women's thing that they have once a month. They only do it 8 months out of the year. I don't know that they'll have any more for this year because this is September. They'll go to a women's retreat in October. They probably won't do it for Thanksgiving in area time in November. So they probably won't do it again till January, honestly. I'm debating whether or not to go. And Joe says, go if you have money. I was like, because they do pass the offering plate a couple of times at this function. And if you tell them you are broke, they pass it again in your face. But I'm broke. I haven't made any money since I went to the conference. And I don't understand how you're supposed to pay tithes and offering out of no income. I don't even think that's correct. Right, Joe? Because you're supposed to pay that out of your increase. I have not increased. I have not increased. And I want to go. And sometimes this would be the reason why I wouldn't go to a function like this. And I really want to go because they teach you a lot. It's fun. But if I have no offering, sometimes I don't go because I feel uncomfortable. You think that's right? So I did go to the church thing, the women, I don't know what you call it, women's meeting or whatever that they have once a month, 8 times of the year. I did go today. And on the way back from the church, Joe asked me to stop by the shop to shut off the air conditioning because he was here all morning with a customer and he forgot to shut it off. So I'm leaving the shop now. And I don't really like coming back here on the weekends by myself. It's not really a kosher neighborhood. It's kind of sketchy. But I saw resident drunk. His name is Glenn. And he's just one of those people that drinks so much that he looks red and high all the time. So he passed by and he goes, hi, what are you doing over here? So I'm expecting him to protect me, not to harm me. Hey guys, so it's a lazy Saturday afternoon because it's too hot to do anything. We're in that Belizean mode where we tell everybody we're gonna do it when the sun sets, okay? So I talked with Leah a little while ago and I haven't seen her since Sunday at church when they had the barbecue. And so I told her, if you guys are not going anywhere later this evening and you're just kind of chilling, give me a call or a text and I'll go over there for a little bit and sit in the AC with Leah and Mom and just kind of chill, hang out for a little bit and then come back over. So if they have somewhere to go, it's okay. I'll hang with Joe. Right, Joe? You're my second option, babes. Joe doesn't care. He loves when I go to Leah because then he gets the TV to himself and he gets to watch his boxing on HBO. And Joe's not a big sports fan, but he loves his boxing. So I've been having a pretty good day. I went to the church thing, the fellowship or whatever they had at church. That's earlier this morning, though. That was done by 12:30. I came home and Joe made some stewed beef and I made some Johnny cakes to go with it and a garden salad because today is the day that we cheat on our little grain-free meal eating thing. And so I decided I was going to do a Periscope and show my viewers how to make the Johnny cake firsthand. Now I know why I don't like doing Periscope myself. I love watching everybody else's Periscope because they make it look so simple and easy. But I know why I don't like doing mine because I just can't seem to find the time of the day when people have the time to really log on and lollygog with me. And so then you get like 2 viewers. One couldn't stay and one wouldn't speak. I'm like, I am not putting my hand in this flour and making no Johnny cakes, and the people are not being interactive. So I ended up Periscope in like 3 minutes. It was done. So I still love Periscope and I want to try again, but I think I know why now I don't like doing it. It's because nobody comes on. So, and then yet you have other people at Periscope, and the minute they sign on and you get the little whistle saying that they're on, when you get there, you can't even say a word because I call it the room. I don't know if it's a room, but the room is too full. The broadcast is too full, so you can't say anything. But I want to let you guys know that I've been watching this one guy. His name is Alan. Apparently, he used to host something on Nickelodeon back in the 1990s. I don't know what. I don't know what his full name is. But he's an LAPD officer now. He looks really young, like under 30 for sure. And he is like one of the biggest periscopers that there is. I mean, Mario has well over 2,000 subscribers or followers to his Periscope. This guy has 50,000 and above. Maybe that's him right now. Let's see who's on. See, I'm like an addict, just sitting here waiting to see when I get that little whistle from Twitter. The kids hate hearing that sound now, because when I get that whistle, I'm like, okay, who's on? Who's on? I'm so addicted to this thing. I don't know who's on. I can't even get to it. Hold on, guys. I'll tell you right now who's on. A lot of people, I get like invitations from other people to come watch. And it's usually some kind of music session. Some James Welsh. I don't think I've ever watched his Periscope. But it's usually some type of music session that comes on. And usually it's music that I don't like, so I come off. But anyways, this guy... Last night when he was talking, he was like, I want to Periscope with somebody, you know, I want to Periscope with one of my followers, and I'd like to do it live and blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, Periscope with me. And then he seemed game, and I said, well, go check me out. You know, you're a cop, go vet me to make sure that I'm not the killer. And of course, I'm going to be vetting him. So he Periscoped today from his cop car, and I kept telling Joe, come make sure that this is not a rent-a-cop uniform. Is this a real cop car? You know, does it look legit to you? I want to make sure he's really a cop before I go Periscope with him. Oh my God, guys. I'm going to be doing a burger, hot dog. Why do you keep knocking your head on that thing? Don't you know that it's lazy? Those shocks need to be changed.
That's when they're by old vegan.
Those shocks need to be changed at least every 5 years. Remember? We had that van?
I need to change too.
They're sluggish. Grapes. Yes, I've been craving these grapes. Yeah, we're gonna do a show today. I didn't have plans to do a show today because I have a video that is all set to go up on Monday. And I might still put that video up. Put this one up the next week. But the kids saw something on Facebook. It might have originally been on BuzzFeed or Pinterest. But it looks so delicious. It's a different spin on a hamburger. And I want to go ahead and do that. And while I'm at it, I may as well do this other hamburger that one of those chains are selling. If it's Carl's Jr. or In-N-Out or somebody's selling it. I think it's Applebee's. Applebee's is selling it. And it's a burger that I know would kill the average person. So for the show, I'm literally going to make one. So why not piggyback that burger onto this burger thing and just make one. And then go ahead and you know, sample it, and all of us sample off of the one so nobody has to die today. Something's going on here. Let's take a look. What's going on? Drunken driving. Oh, I love the zoom on this thing here.
Take the one?
Huh?
A red car.
A red car? Are they gonna beat me because I'm videotaping?
It's accident.
Huh, Joe? It looks like an accident. Why so many people for one accident? Huh? Oh God. Oh God. It's a police. Okay guys, I wasn't able to turn the camera around quick enough for that, but it's a police motorcycle on the ground. I hope that he or she is okay. I'm saying a prayer right now that they're okay. I wondered why there was so much police force for one little car accident, but it seems like somebody hit him, right, Joe? Huh? Maybe that car that's pulled over hit him? Oh my God, how do you hit an officer on a bike? Are you drunk? I pray for that officer and I pray for his family and I pray that he's okay. Well, I just rolled back the video that I taped on that accident and I totally missed showing you guys the bike on the floor. But you know, the cop wasn't there, so I'm sure they went by ambulance, right?
Yes, so.
Yeah. So that person's in deep doo-doo. How do you hit a cop on a bike? I am so nervous around cops when they're flying near me on their bikes and stuff. I stay far away. So we're going to the gym and I was really into it and now I'm not. Because I got hungry. It's what time now, babe? What time is it now? this we haven't fixed the clock on this thing.
After 11.
That's why I'm hungry. I normally eat lunch at 11. So,
You want to go buy your stuff out for later?
anyways, no, I'm not coming back out here later. I'm not coming back out here later when it's hot. We are Belizeans. We don't go nowhere when the sun hot. Right?
Right.
You know that's you.
Me?
Don't try to pretend. You know that's you. I'm gonna come do it when the sun goes down. And another thing that Joe hates to do is help people move. Whenever they say, I'm moving, can you come and help me? Joe goes, no.
Give me other.
Joe goes, and he doesn't even care. And I said, maybe one day you'll have to. No, I don't care. I don't like to help people move. That's why I hardly ever move. We lived in one house for 5 years in LA, and then we lived in the condo for 5 years, and then we moved to this house, and we've been here like 19 years. And he says, that's why I don't move. I'm sorry. I just don't move. I can't deal with it. I don't like the heavy lifting. I don't want to have to carry a refrigerator up a flight of stairs. I don't want to have to figure out how the piano is going to get up there. I just really don't like to help people move. And you know what? You have to respect somebody when they tell you that. Because me, I'll say, yeah, I'll come help you. And then the whole time I don't really want to. You know, I remember Joe's brother used to move a lot. We used to go help him. And I'd be the one to go lay down the contact paper in the kitchen cabinets and set up his crackeries and stuff for him. And I would have like food ready and casserole dishes and stuff. So his kitchen was functioning and his bathroom was functioning before I left. It was a lot of hard work, but I would do it. I can't tell you that I loved doing it, but I did it to help. And Joe's like, you're on your own with that because I ain't doing none of that. He moves too damn much. That's what Joe would say. You move too much. You need to learn how to stay put. If you know you didn't like this apartment from the time you why are we moving to this one? Vet these places first, you know. So I appreciate that about Joe though, because if he's doing something for you, you know he's doing it with his whole heart, because if he doesn't want to do it, he won't do it. And he has no qualms about saying no. He doesn't think in advance like, well, maybe one day I'm going to need help with this, and so maybe I should pay this forward as a seed. No. If I need help with it, it'll come when I need it. I just can't do this. Right, baby? Am I speaking the right thing about you, or am I throwing you under the bus? You know I'm talking the truth. This man hate to help people move. And when he used to work at the job when he was printing the bottles for somebody else, he hated inventory day. He wished that he could call in sick on inventory day. He hates taking inventory so much. Right, babe? But it was hard though, because there was a lot of small parts and stuff you guys had to take inventory on, right?
It took me 2 days to finish it.
Uh-huh. Hey guys, good morning. It's Monday and Joe's sitting over there on the couch, but I have the camera on a little tripod on my desk, so I can't show him right now, but we're both doing great today. Joe went to bed early. I went to bed super late because I was trying to edit something. You know, sometimes in my videos I do voiceover so that the videos can be a little bit shorter, or else they'll be like super long. But whenever you're trying to record your voiceover, or even if you're just using the camera like this, when the AC comes on and the air blows through the vents, it's really, really loud. I mean, it's not like a rattling or anything, but you can hear it. You can hear a humming, and it bugs me when I have my headphones on, and I figure it'll bug my viewing audience. And you know how people are on YouTube, they just take the slightest little chance to cuss you out. So I always try to keep those excess, you know, sounds down to a minimum. But last night it was so hard to record because I waited all day, because you know it's been super hot for us. So I waited till like midnight and I bumped the air up to 80 instead of 79. And it seems like every time I recorded it and I got it down pat, because sometimes you're recording and you make a mistake, because you kind of have to watch how the video clips are rolling so you know what you're going to say, because I don't write a script. And the minute I got to the end, you hear this. And it was that one over there snoring. And then he likes to say he doesn't snore. I don't ever argue with people that I don't snore, because I do believe I snore a little bit, but he snores really, really hard. And I was like, oh my God. So I kept squeezing his big toe right there at the foot of the bed, because you know my desk is at the foot of the bed. And then he would go, what? And I'm like, I'm taping over here. And then he goes, this is my bedroom. I'm like, this is my office. You know, you want to bring it? Bring it. So finally I got it done. Josh was just laughing because he heard the timing, because he had his bedroom door open and he heard it. So I want to talk something with you guys, something fun. I don't know if you guys are like me, but I'm getting really, really kind of sick of a couple of things in grammar. Now, I can bypass a lot of grammar problems. I really can, because I myself, I'm not the perfect person when it comes to grammar. Of course, I went to school in Belize, so they're strict with it. So when it comes to writing, yeah, I'll always correct my grammar in writing, but not so much in speaking. A lot of the times you'll hear me not say the plural on something, because for some reason in Creole, we don't use a lot of plurals. And when it comes to like identifying animals, we don't use female too much, right, Joe? Yeah, now we're calling Wednesday she, but back in Belize, every animal was a he, even if it was a girl, you know? And so anyways, those are some of the things that, you know, I do. But let me tell you the two things that are bugging me right now. Oh, two of them. The bring and take thing and the I and me thing. And I think the reason why it bugs me so much is because we used to speak correctly, like not so far in the distant past, like even 10 years ago, and then now it's changed. And the reason that it came to mind is because I was watching the news a little while ago, and Mario read the script first, and then another newscaster lady came and read the script, and this is what they were saying. They said that this girl is missing, right? And it's going like that. They said that this girl is missing. I don't know what that is. Let me turn the speaker off. And then as they're reading the report, they said that the girl left her job to go pick up some homeless guy, and she was going to bring him to his parole officer. And I'm like, no, that's not correct. She was going to take him to his parole officer. And I've noticed more and more and more that people are talking that way, and I correct my kids all day long because I don't want them to fall into that, because you tend to fall into what you hear people around you say, right? Kind of like when Calandra put that thing on Facebook that said, you had me at conversate, you know, because the word is not conversate. And sometimes we do say that word, but we know it's wrong, but we say it kind of like tongue in cheek. Yeah, the bring and take thing is starting to bug me because, for instance, if I'm leaving here and I'm gonna go someplace else, and I'm gonna take this remote with me, right? I'm not gonna say, I'm gonna bring this remote with me down to the store, and then I'm gonna go home. I'm not gonna say that. I'm gonna say I'm gonna take this remote with me to the store, and then I'm gonna go home. Now, if Joshua were coming from the house and I said, can you bring me that purse that I left on the table? That's when the word bring would come into play. Can you bring me that purse? You know, so you're bringing it to the person, but when you're going with the thing, you're taking it with you. You're not bringing it with you, you're taking it with you. And so it's just like, I don't know how to really even explain it to the kids sometimes, but I'm like, it's wrong. Let me see what Joe's showing me. What's this, babe?
Mm-hmm.
I think Jory did that when he was resetting your Apple password when he had it right the whole time. Yeah, so Joe and I don't speak like that, but I think we know it automatically because we went to school in Belize, and they really train you hard on grammar. But over here, even the teachers are saying that. You know, like they'll say something like, I'm going to bring this over to my friend first, and then I'm going to come over there and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, no, it's take. And like the easiest way that I can explain it is like you bring in the mail and you take out the trash. They're two separate words for a reason. So the girl wasn't going to bring the man to his parole officer. She was going to take him to his parole officer. So as we go along in our vlogs, I'll try to find other examples of bring and take, but it just really kind of bugs me, and I don't have any qualms about it. I correct my children, I correct their friends, I correct everybody that's around me that can bear it, because I'm not rude about it. Now the other one is I and me. Now I can understand if you're talking and you use the wrong pronoun, because one of them is the subject pronoun, one of them is the object pronoun. So what that means, in case any little kids are watching my vlogs, is that if you are doing the thing and you know it occurs before the verb, then you're going to use I. If the thing is being done to you, now he's over there slurping tea, guys. If the thing is being done to you, then it's me. So let me think of a good example. Like, for instance, I'll say, Joe and I are going to the store. Now that's correct. Joe, the I in there is correct because Joe and I are the ones that are doing the thing, and we are going to the store. So a verb follows, right? Now if I could say, Joe and Jada brought the book for Joshua and me. It's not going to be Joe and Jada brought the book for Joshua and I, because the thing is being done for or to Joshua and me. So that's where the me comes in. So it's just as simple as that. It's an object. Me is the object pronoun and I is the subject pronoun. And so like for instance, when I'm at the church and I hear the people who have PhDs and masters and bachelors, I'm talking about any public speaker that's up there talking and they have those big degrees, especially if the degree wasn't just given to them. You know how sometimes you do good works that you get that degree bestowed on you. If they went to school for that degree, it really kind of bugs me when they say, yes, and this happened between Larry and I. And I was like, no. I hear that too on that show, the Tara's Little World or whatever it is. The girl says, and this is a happy time for Joe and I. And I was like, oh, it just grates in my brain and I'm constantly saying me. And so Jada starts teasing me and she goes, me. It's just like, use it the right way. I mean, I can excuse it for a lot of people who don't have higher education. You know, if you have high school degree and that's about it, because who remembers anything from high school, right? And I think the only reason why I remember all this stuff is because they used to punish us in school. When we were in high school in Belize, they used to like punish you if you don't get it right. They used to shame you on stuff. And then also because I wrote that cookbook, and I wrote some stories in the cookbook, I really had to go back and brush up on my grammar because I didn't want to look stupid. I'm a so-called writer and I look stupid. And I think that's when I retrained or remembered, you know, how to use the me and I, because maybe I was using it wrong too in the past. Jada says no. Jada says she never heard me use it wrong. But anyways, on that soap opera, The Bold and the Beautiful, those people really know how to write because they write it correctly. They really do. I hear them all the time. And of course, a lot of the characters on that soap opera tend to be of higher education. And so they use the correct object pronoun and the correct subject pronoun all the time. I noticed that on The Bold and the Beautiful, but I noticed that they're starting to use the bring and take wrong. And it's starting to bug me because it's like, no, I'm not going to bring this down to the post office and then come back to the shop. I'm going to take all these things down to the post office and then I'm going to come back to the shop. Maybe I might bring lunch for Joe on the way back in. See how it's flowing? What's wrong, sweetheart? Baby, my time's too expensive. And I'm not a little boy. Joel, sing that one for me, baby. Can you learn that one? It's too high pitch?
I don't know.
It's too high pitched? Maybe Jada could learn it in a different key for you? Yeah, Jada's trying to pick another song to put out this week. She's put herself on a schedule of a song a week because Mario's helping her out. Every time she puts it out, he tweets it, he Instagrams it, he periscopes it. He does everything that he can possibly do to help her out. So she is not going to drop the ball on her end at all. By the way, guys, can you pray for my friend Linda's son, Matthew? Matthew used to go to school with Jory since kindergarten through 5th grade. He's been fighting cancer for the past 18 months. I didn't mention anything here before because, you know, some people are very private about what they're going through. But I've talked with my friend Linda and she's like, I don't care. I need prayers. Matthew has been fighting kidney cancer for the past 18 months and he's been fighting hard because it's been jumping all over his body and right now it's in the brain. And it's spreading rather fast. And the doctors are talking this, you know, terminal. They're using the word terminal. I don't want to use that word because I speak life over people and I don't speak death. So terminal means death. And so I want to ask all of you that are faithful to my vlog and you guys, you know, believe and you're praying people and you're people of faith. Please pray for Matthew. He's only 24. He's got a wife and a 4-year-old baby. And basically, he needs a miracle and he needs it like now. And we all know what a miracle is. It's God's movement in our situation. So he needs God to move in this situation right away. So I thank you guys so much for that. And anything that you guys need for me to pray on, just go ahead and ask me, okay? I don't know that I consider myself a prayer warrior, but I am persistent with knocking on heaven's door. I do pray unceasingly all day long. Sometimes I'm laid out here, you know, praying. Sometimes we're sitting on this couch. Sometimes we're just like setting our hands on the globe and praying for people all over the world, right, Joe? And so, yeah, let me see what kind of mood Joe is in. He's Hey, Pastor.
Well, you want to know what kind of mood?
I'm not used to you sitting here just... I'm used to that beautiful smile in the morning.
I'm just watching you, what you're doing. That's
You're
all.
just watching me and being quiet?
Mhm.
Oh, my
Sometimes you gotta be
sweetie.
quiet. Remember what Jesus told me the first part of the year?
What did he tell you, Joe?
He said, Just shut up. Whatever she tell you, just be quiet. Just leave her alone.
And what did Jory tell you when he heard that Jesus told you that?
I don't remember what you.
Jory told you this is the year Jesus wants you to die. Because if you shut up when mommy is fighting with you, you are dead. Because you know that's what makes it so enjoyable.
Mm-hmm.
I want to fight with nobody that doesn't fight back. What's the fun in that?
That's the best thing.
No, it's not.
They make you get them, then get.
Then they get more angry. You're tricky, huh? So mom just called with great news. After the first chemo, her tumor markers went down to 3 something. After the second one, they went down to 101. After the third one, it went down to 100. And now after the fourth one, it went down to 63. They want the numbers under 30. And then they'll say that it's in remission again. So she's got 2 more chemo to go. And the last one will be September 29th. And the first 2 sets of chemo that they gave her was at 75%. They didn't give her 100% because that would shock the body. The third and the fourth one was at 100%, and they're going to continue at 100% with the next 2. So we are in expectation of under 30. These numbers, man, I'm going to go buy these numbers in the lottery. So now I'm heading to the post office, guys. This is the film. Joe say film because believe people say film.
Fellow.
Okay, come Cecily, she's taller than me. So get in the room, huh? Thank you so much for watching, liking, and subscribing. Please check out my other channels right here to the right of your screen, the cooking channel, the product review channel, and Joe's channel. The links are in the description box.